If you see some acids like HCl, HNO3, HF, HCN, these are monoprotic, means only one proton is donated. Or by using this acid, you can identify how much base a other base is present. How much base content in a base is present, you can check by acid. So it is also called as weak monobasic acid. So this can be explained lively only, very clear manner. So if there is having one proton, it is called as monoprotic. If you are having two protons, it is called as diprotic. If you are having three protons, it is called as triprotic. Or instead of protic, you can call it as basic. Because why you are calling basic means the amount of basic character present in a base can be identified by using this acid. Okay, so this is called as tribasic or dibasic or monobasic. Suppose let me take an example like H3PO4. What happens? H3PO4 gets converted into H plus H2PO4 minus. Let me assume that this is the equilibrium constant is Ka1. This is a strong acid because it is going in a unidirectional direction. Okay. If I go for the second step, H2PO4 minus, this one, it is in equilibrium with H plus and HPO4 minus 2. This is equilibrium Ka2, dissociation constant. I am taking it as weak acid. Why I am taking weak acid? Because it is somewhat easy to remove H plus from H3PO4. From H2PO4, if you want to remove one H plus, it is very difficult because it is having negative charge. To remove positive charge, it will be facing high difficulty. It will not easily give. From HPO4 minus 2, if you want to remove H plus, there is still more difficulty to remove H plus from HPO4 minus 2 because it is having two minus charges. So it will not easily accept to go H plus outside. So again you will be getting H plus PO4 minus. So Ka3 will be weak acid. Among these three, which is strong? This one is strong. Among these two, which is strong? This is strong. This is still weak. So if you see the acidic strength, so Ka3 will be less than Ka2, will be less than Ka1. Okay students? See Ka3 will be very strong weak acid or very weak acid compared to this one. This one is somewhat more strong when compared to Ka3 equation. Ka2 is more strong and Ka1 is still more stronger when compared to Ka2. Okay. If this is the final equation H3PO4, directly 3H plus. If you sum up all these three equations Ka1, Ka2, Ka3, you will be getting 3H plus plus PO4 minus 3. So you will be getting equilibrium constant Ka. Okay. And Ka it will be equal to nothing but already we have done all these things. Ka will be equal to Ka1 into Ka2 into Ka3. Okay. All these type of examples you have done in chemical equilibrium. Right. Let me take with respect to base. I have taken above phosphoric acid H3PO4. Now I am going for the base aluminum hydroxide. If I remove one OH minus, it becomes AlOH taken twice plus charge plus OH minus Kb1. For this equation, this is a strong base. From this, if I want to remove one OH minus, means it is getting removed of one minus charge from plus. So it will be somewhat more difficulty. From this, if you want to remove, that is AlOH whole taken plus 2, you will be facing still more difficulty to remove OH minus ions. So what happens? This will be strong base, this is weaker and this is still more weaker. So if you see the basic strength, Kb1, it is more basic compared to the Kb2 compared to the Kb3, right? And aluminum hydroxide, if you write in a single equation, that becomes Al plus 3 plus 3OH minus, that is taken as the Kb, and Kb will be equal to Kb1 into Kb2 into Kb3. So this is the generalized equation for the entire reaction. So students, now let us go for the ionization constant for water. So you have gone through the ionization constant with respect to acid, with respect to base. Okay, you have got something like root of Kb by C or Ka by C. Now ionization constant for water, and in some books or many books it is represented as ionic product of water. So ionic product of water. Okay, let me take water. It reacts with water molecule. It gets converted into H3O plus plus OH minus. And this is called as autoprotolysis. Means this itself is giving proton. Okay. So auto means self. Protolysis means proton losing. Losing of proton is called as protolysis. Lysis means in biology it is called as breaking. Breaking of H plus. Okay. Self losing of H plus ions, it is called as autoprotolysis. Okay. So if you write the equilibrium constant for this reaction, what happens? H3O plus into OH minus by reactance concentration, H2O concentration into H2O concentration. So K will be equal to H3O plus into OH minus by H2O. These two are there, no? It is square. So if we send this square to this side, so K into H2O whole square will be equal to H3O plus into OH minus. So H3O plus, it is also called as what? H plus. Nothing, there is difference. So this entire thing, K into H2O whole square, it is called as KW. And it is equal to H3O plus into OH minus. And this equation, this KW, it is called as ionic product of water. or Kw. What is meant by ionic product? Simply you remember, water means H2O. What ions you should get from that? H plus into OH minus. H plus OH minus ion you will be getting. You multiply those things. Multiplication in mathematics, it is called as product of ions. Okay, that is called as ionic product. So H plus into OH minus of water, it is called as Kw. Okay, it is called as ionic product of water. Clear? Product of ions of water, it is called as Kw. Water, you will be having ions, that is H plus into OH minus. So H plus into OH minus, it is equal to Kw. And Kw also what? It is independent about the initial amount because it is the equilibrium constant only for water, and it depends upon the temperature. So for different temperatures I have mentioned, but basically we will be taking only at the 25 degrees centigrade. At 25 degrees centigrade, Kw is equal to 1 into 10 power minus 4 moles square by liter square. Okay, this moles per liter, no, H plus means concentration, no, moles per liter, moles per liter. So moles square by liter square. So Kw here it is 1 into 10 power minus 13 at 63 degrees centigrade. At Kw at 11 degrees centigrade, it is 0.3. So if the temperature is decreasing, what is happening? The value of K, this Kw, it is decreasing. If the temperature is increasing, K value is increasing. See, among 10 power minus 14 and 10 power minus 13, 10 power minus 13 is greater, right? So temperature increasing, Kw is increasing. So some values at different temperatures, 30, 40 and 50 has been mentioned. These are not at all important, and 99.999% only this one you should keep in mind. So 1 into 10 power minus 14, it is the equilibrium constant of water at 25 degrees centigrade. As you increase the temperature, the Kw value will be increasing because more will be the production of H plus and OH minus ions. Right. So I am going for the calculating of Kw. So if you take a container, in that water is present. If you add acid, then also Kw is constant. If you add a base, then also Kw is constant. Kw is for water. It doesn't depend upon the acid or base. But H plus and OH minus may be varying. See, again I am telling, you are taking a container and the container is filled with water. Okay. And you are adding base to acid to that. So that what happens? H plus concentration will be increased. Then already OH minus concentration will be decreased. And again the product of both H plus and OH minus will be equal. That is 10 power minus 14, it will be constant again. Kw is constant for both acidic or basic solution. It is 10 power minus 14 at 25 degrees centigrade. Okay. Kw is constant, but there may be variation in H plus. This may be varying, this may be varying, but Kw is constant. If this increases, this decreases. If this decreases, this increases. If both are same, nothing, there is a problem. Okay. Okay, so in neutral medium, H plus concentration will be equal to OH minus. In acidic medium, H plus concentration is greater than OH minus. In basic medium, H plus concentration is less than OH minus concentration. Acidic means H plus will be more simple, so H plus is greater than OH minus. Basic means OH minus will be more, so OH minus is greater than H plus. In neutral medium means it is not acidic, it is not basic, so both are in equal condition. So let me take example for the neutral medium. So in neutral medium both are equal, right? H plus will be equal to OH minus. So if H plus is equal to X, then what happens to OH minus? That also should be equal to X. I know that Kw is equal to X into X, that is H plus into OH minus. H plus I have assumed it as X, OH minus as X. So Kw will be equal to X square. X will be equal to root Kw. Okay. X is equal to root of 10 power minus 14, X is equal to 10 power minus 7. So H plus will be equal to OH minus concentration will be equal to 10 power minus 7 moles per liter. Individual one. If you product moles square you will be getting, it will become 10 power minus 4. Clear? So in neutral medium, H plus concentration is 10 power minus 7, OH minus concentration is 10 power minus 7. If you see acidic medium, what happens? H plus concentration is greater than 10 power minus 7, means it should be 10 power minus 6, 10 power minus 5, 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 3, like that. So if you go for the basic medium, what happens? It should be less than 10 power minus 7. So it is 10 power minus 8, 10 power minus 9, 10 power minus 10 up to 10 power minus 14. You will be getting so on values. So acidic medium can be identified in this pattern and basic medium can be identified in this pattern. So let us take the question. Find the concentration of H3O plus and OH minus ions for a solution of weak acid HA whose Ka is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 8 and 8 moles of acid are present in 1 liter of a solution. Moles he is mentioning. So you should be very conscious, and he is mentioning with respect to volume also. Volume is 1 liter. Right. We will be solving this question, students. So HA, it is in equilibrium with H plus A minus. Initially 8 moles, it is 0, 0. 8 minus 8 alpha means 8 alpha, 8 alpha. So what happens? Ka will be equal to 8 alpha by 1. Concentration, no, by volume should take. This is moles by volume, moles by volume, moles by volume. So what happens? 8 gets cancelled. So 8 alpha square by 1 minus alpha. I know that alpha is very, very less than 1. So what happens? K alpha is equal to alpha in 8 into alpha square. Alpha will be equal to root of Ka by 8 is equal to root of 2 into 10 power minus 8 by 8. So it becomes 10 power minus 4 by 2. So the answer is 0.5 into 10 power minus 4. And if you want H plus concentration or H3O plus, it is 8 alpha. You know that 8 into alpha value is 0.5 into 10 power minus 14. So it is 4 into 10 power minus 14 moles per liter. Kw, if they are asking H plus, if they ask O minus concentration, okay, they have given acid and they are asking O minus, means 10 power minus 14 I know. H plus is nothing but I have calculated here. This one, okay, H plus is 4 into 10 power minus 14, so something here wrong, it is 4 into 10 power minus 14, okay. No need of this I think, so H plus is 8 alpha, you have already calculated, and this is nothing but 8 into alpha, right? 8 into alpha means this is 4 into 10 power minus 4. There is some correction, students, here. You calculate this. Kw is 10 power minus 14. H plus is 8 alpha. 8 alpha means 4 into 10 power minus 4 into OH minus. Calculate the OH minus value. You will be getting the answer. Something like 2.5 into 10 power minus 11 moles per liter. That will be the answer. Let us take one more question and we shall stop this video. If a weak base MOH has Kb, he has mentioned Kb, this one at 298 Kelvin, find the concentration of OH minus. He has given base, so you will be getting OH minus. And he is asking H plus concentration also. So you should go for Kw, you should take into consideration of a solution having concentration itself. He has given 2 molar concentration of base. So no need to go take again volume. So MOH, it is in equilibrium with M plus 2 into OH minus 2 molar concentration, 0 molar concentration, 0 molar concentration, 2 minus 2 alpha, this is 2 alpha and 4 alpha. Because from 1 mole it is 2 alpha means for 2 moles you will be getting 4 alpha. So Kb will be equal to M plus 2 concentration. This is OH whole square by M OH taken twice. So M plus 2 is 2 alpha. This is 2 alpha whole power 1. This is 4 alpha whole square. See students, this is not monobasic. This is dibasic because you are getting 2 OH minus. So root of Kb by C will not be acceptable here. Here it will be changed because it is square. So 4 alpha square by 2 minus 2 alpha. So Kb will be equal to 2 alpha into 16 alpha square by 2 of 1 minus alpha. 2 will be cancelled. 16 alpha cube by 1 minus alpha. Alpha is very, very less than 1. So Kb will be equal to 16 alpha cube and alpha will be equal to cube root of 16 by Kb. And Kb it has been mentioned as 1.6 into 10 power minus 8. You substitute the value. Okay students. So this alpha is equal to Kb. This will be Kb. Right. This is Kb by 16. So this is Kb is 1.6 into 10 power minus 8 by 16. You will be getting 10 power minus 3. See students, once again you recap all the video and you go through that. In the next class we will be continuing the relation between that. So we have not completed, right? If you go for the OH minus concentration, it is 4 alpha, 4 into 10 power minus 3. And Kw, you know that H plus into OH minus. OH minus you have got 4 into 10 power minus 3 and H plus is this one. H plus will be equal to 0.25 into 10 power minus 11 moles per liter. Okay students, we will be stopping here. In the next lecture we will be continuing the relation between Ka, Kb and Kw of a conjugate base pair. Thank you students, we will be stopping here. Bye. Have a nice day.